getting a lot of unverified body counts as well. And the most noticeable unverified one was the rapper late Lil MARLO.
They said he killed MARLO?
Baby at the rise of his career. His car leaving a nightclub in Atlanta. On April 8th, 2022, a man was found deceased in a Range Rover in Midtown, Atlanta.
Was that MARLO?
Atlanta police arrived on the scene and found a deceased man in the passenger side of his own vehicle.
That the three individuals in the back seat were armed, but so was the victim, and the victim had his gun out at some point. Found a gun on the scene that was located outside of the passenger side area, and everybody fled the scene when shots were fired.
These exotic boys, smoke exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tied to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
Mula gang, we ain't even got no intro for this video. Y'all just make sure y'all smash that thumbs up button, that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Follow your boy on Instagram, follow your boy on Twitch. Subscribe to the rest of my channels before we links in the description on Phonograph. You know what I'm saying? A little stutter, don't mind me. I smoke a lot of loud. You feel me? Come on now. Don't play. Don't play. I ain't slow. I'm just high. It's a difference. It's a difference.
A criminal street gang.
Fam, we got an Atlanta-based rapper who
It's
just
a difference.
but he been making some noise out here. According to his Instagram, he worked with a group of associates called PDE. Now, depending on who you ask, PDE stand for Paper Drugs Extortion or Paradise East Records. Paradise East Records come from Paradise East Apartments that's located on Bouldercrest in East Atlanta. It's considered a Section 8 housing projects in Atlanta.
I know about that.
East side of Atlanta, man. He's on
I done been around over there.
You got Gucci, you got Savage, you got Slime.
That was a fellow PDE artist as well, 2 Feet Bino, who just said some of the big name artists that came out of East Atlanta, such as Gucci, 21 Savage, and Young Nudy. But the reason we here today is discuss a PDE member who some say the youngest in charge, and according to authorities,
Future from Zone 6 too.
Bodies. And that is
Questel
Wilson, a.k.a. Baby Drill. And during his breakout year, authorities claim he did a YNW Melly situation.
Oh, for real?
Speculation.
Hold on, y'all. Before we get back into the video, because we finna get right back into it, I gotta tell y'all about the Mula membership. The Mula membership is a website that I started a few years ago. Since I started this website, I have been able to put on so many of y'all, and I want you to be the next person to get put on. I'm gonna give you instructional videos, step-by-step instructions. I'm literally giving you lessons out weekly, daily, for you to understand these different categories. We talking about business, financial literacy, credit, crypto, we talking about stocks, we talking about Amazon, we talking about drop shipping, we talking about YouTube. I'm literally giving you the gems to be a boss, the gems to be a successful entrepreneur in 2023. So this is all you have to do. Click the link in the description, sign up right now for the low price of $50 a month, bro. $50 a month. You're gonna get access to a one-on-one help with me. You're gonna get access to my group chats where my experts worldwide work around the clock, 24/7, to make sure you have the best stock and crypto call-outs. That means all you gotta do is buy the same stocks and cryptos that I'm buying and make some of all this bread. Very simple, very easy. On bro, okay, stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Click the first link in the description right now, especially if you want to be a boss. And if you dead serious, man, if you want to put that work in and get that money on, I'm talking about that easy money on, click that link in the description, shorty, right now, because we only got 2,000 spots, and I would hate to see you be missed out. Skate.
It wasn't until a recent court appearance on his bond hearing did we really get details that was
I heard of
verified.
Baby Drill. He got some hard shit.
Baby Drill was getting a lot of unverified body counts as well. And the most noticeable unverified one was the rapper late Lil MARLO.
They said he killed MARLO?
Baby at the rise of his career. So, I know we 6 minutes in, but I had to get that out, family. We're going to cover the real reason.
I don't know. I can't remember if I was still in Atlanta when they killed MARLO. I know I was in Atlanta when I'm pretty sure I definitely was still in Atlanta when they killed Mackie. And I've been around Mackie. Mackie was cool as hell. Me and Mackie used to be high as sometimes in the trap. Few times I ain't act like I was his best friend and I ain't even had a nigga number, but a few times in the trap he just win some money on the dice. We be high as hell talking shit. Like he had just got out of jail. He had the big 4PF chain. All my used to be glistening. Rest in peace, Mackie. He was always cool as to me every time I seen him. You feel me?
And
but I ain't know they said he
incarcerated.
I ain't know they say Baby Drill did that to MARLO.
He's a top member in the Can and for PDE and 4L. Which is most noticeable with heavyweight ATL rappers Young Nudy and 21 Savage, who is blood cousins. But first, remember family, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to jump right to it. In Atlanta, Georgia, the rapper
Atlanta
Cruz
get
is
crazy,
what authorities
though, boy,
basically
like,
call the gangs. I'm not saying
Atlanta
it's right
get
or wrong,
crazy.
but imagine coming from an environment where majority is poor, and you just now making some paper, but all your folks not quite there yet.
Not there,
meaning
which
you can't control who you know and their choices.
Yeah.
But with this life we have, unfortunately, a lot of people still get blamed for other people's choices. Baby Drill is another rapper that's a part of a bigger rapper entourage in Atlanta, which is Young Nudy and respectfully so, 21 Savage. It's been a lot of speculation in the A that Lil MARLO was a guy that'll drop a bag on your head, but MARLO was taken out first. And with Nudy and 21 Savage being cousins, and due to the case being unsolved, some taking Baby Drill lyrics and put 2 and 2 together.
Glocks at 15, real op. I dropped the biggest op at 17. I dropped by 18 hours.
But the real reason Baby Drill is incarcerated and was currently denied bond.
How old is that nigga?
Authorities claim
Did the ages match up? How long ago MARLO died? Did the ages match up when he said I was 17? I dropped the biggest op. Woody woody whoop. Did that shit? I didn't even know they was into it. Like, what the
one
going
in the back of his friend head.
I ain't like, that's one thing about Atlanta though. They be so together. Niggas that be in real beefs, real wars, and you a lot of times you won't even know for real because they don't get on the internet with that. They don't go public with that. Like, if you ain't in Atlanta, from Atlanta, you probably don't know type.
His car leaving a nightclub in Atlanta. On April 8th, 2022, a man was found deceased in a Range Rover in Midtown, Atlanta.
Was that MARLO?
Atlanta police arrived on the scene and found a deceased man in the passenger side of his own vehicle. They immediately discovered a shot wound along the busy Midtown street. Police believe the entire incident took place inside the Range Rover. Quoting, "We can put out at this time that we think the entire incident took place inside the vehicle. We do have an individual that is cooperating with the investigation. We will take him back to headquarters at this time to speak with him. We have recorded some ballistics evidence and some surveillance video. And the person that was on the scene who helped cooperated was the actual driver of that vehicle. Apparently, he's now a state witness against rapper Baby Drill."
Now in Atlanta, where police are scrambling to find whoever shot and killed inside of an SUV overnight. Police made the discovery on Crescent Avenue near 12th Street. CBS 46's Tori Cooper has the latest from detectives.
Good afternoon.
What the hell?
Detectives tell us that a 28-year-old man was shot and killed in the passenger seat of a white Range Rover overnight, but they are hoping that surveillance video from this area.
So they saying this is what Baby Drill supposed to have did, killed his own homie in the range.
Crime scene tape wrapped around 12th Street early Friday morning.
We have recovered some ballistic evidence here on scene as well as some surveillance video.
Atlanta Police Homicide Detectives say that shortly after 2 a.m., an off-duty Atlanta police officer who was working security in the area on 12th Street and Crescent Avenue heard gunshots.
12th Street and
Crescent. At the time the officer checked out the vehicle, he did observe an individual having received at least one gunshot wound and was pronounced deceased on scene.
Police driver of this white Range Rover
he was the driver that got killed.
Man who stayed on scene.
35-year-old.
Say there may have been additional people inside the car at the time of the shooting, and that's what they will now have to work to find out.
We can put out at this time, we do think that the entire incident took place inside of the vehicle. We do have an individual.
So they saying it wasn't like no drive-by, nothing. It was like some real YNW Melly.
Orders to speak to at this time.
Now at this time, police still have not arrested a suspect, but of course, if we learn anything new, we'll share it with you right here. Reporting in Midtown, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
Shortly after, Baby Drill and Young Nudy would make a song titled Dust Dang.
Shortly after?
Arguably his biggest song of his career thus far. He just vanished by not posting nothing else on social media, which grew his fans into speculation.
So
and shortly after, he would be arrested.
He was on
in September of 2022, during Baby Drill court appearance that was virtual. In attendance, Baby Drill had the president of RCA Records, his fans, and his attorney. During this bond hearing, his attorney adamantly disagreed with anything the prosecutors are saying, that his client was actually in the vehicle.
When you're ready. Thank you, Judge. I am asking the court to make a difficult decision in this case based upon the nature of the offenses, to grant Mr. Wilson a bond in the amount of $100,000 in aggregate with some very stringent special conditions, and I'll walk the court through that. I do believe, as a lawyer who's been practicing 22 years, that he is a good candidate for bond. I am at a slight disadvantage as I have not received discovery on the case, but new additional facts recently come out that I've garnered through prosecution through speaking to witnesses potentially on the case. And I want to relay what I understand of the facts of the case. The decedent in this matter, the victim, was a passenger in his own SUV. He was driving with a friend who was driving for him. There's some indication that he may have been impaired on intoxicants.
The victim or the driver?
The victim.
Okay.
And I think that's maybe why he had a driver, or some indication he was impaired. We now know that there are 3 individuals that are in the back seat of the SUV.
On his system when he
Those 3 individuals, the state believes that my client is identified as one of those people. The state has relayed at the last time we were in front of the court, not this honorable court, but another courtroom, that the 3 individuals in the back seat were armed, but so was the victim, and the victim had his gun out at some point.
Right.
In addition, the state has found a gun on the scene that was located outside of the passenger side area, and everybody fled the scene when shots were fired.
Right.
My understanding from speaking to the state is that there was 1 gun that was fired, and you have 3 people in the back seat. The state believes that the forensic evidence would support that my client was potentially the one that fired the gun. It is something we vehemently deny.
Do you deny that your client was in the back seat?
At this stage, yes.
Okay, so you deny any connection at all, so it really doesn't matter who shot the gun because your client wasn't there?
That's right.
Okay.
The family.
This is like
a
Baby
2-hour
Drill said he
court
wasn't even
appearance
there.
chopping down.
3-hour
bear
court
with me.
appearance.
But in retaliation, the prosecutors got to go last on why they feel that Mr. Wilson, aka Baby Drill, shouldn't have bond. Check it out.
Your Honor, we have detailed video of the co-defendants, Mr. Edgequervis Hall and Sewell Pepper, with Mr. Wilson, Baby Drill, inside the club and then leaving, getting all into the same car. We also have a message sent directly from Mr. Wilson's phone. This was recovered on the phone he was arrested with. It was sent to his co-defendant, Edgequervis Hall, about 2 minutes prior to Mr. Hall leaving the club with the victim, that said, "I am outside with all the guns."
I'm outside with all the guns.
Wilson, co-defendant Hall,
to the co-defendant,
who are close associates and members of the PDE gang.
So Mr. Smith shared with me that he, of course, is climbing the steep learning curve of discovery. Maybe doesn't have all these things. Are the things you share with me right now, the text, etc., something that Mr. Smith already has, or something that he will get soon because he's filed the waiver of arraignment?
He will get very soon because he's filed the waiver of arraignment. We're going through making sure that the witnesses are turned over in the proper way. It's not a hide the ball issue. I'm gonna walk him through discovery.
No, and that's not my concern at all. My experience with you, it came up yesterday. You'll say the cell phone has 1,000 pictures. Here are the only 2 we care about. You can look at the other 998, but this is what the state's focused on. Mike, I didn't ask the question well. You're sharing with me some of what you think will come out as this case develops. It's just something that Mr. Smith, if he's heard about it, he would have heard about it by talking with his client, not because you provided it already.
That's correct. I have not provided.
That's not a critique. I just wanted to, if Mr. Smith says, gosh, I didn't know that, there isn't a way he would know that.
I don't think he would know that. I don't think he would know that information. And he will be getting a copy of that.
If you know how the court works, this is the stupidest thing in the world.
Your Honor, this was an execution style shooting. The victim was shot just behind the ear over the back seat. It's the state's position based on video evidence that Mr. Wilson was in the seat directly behind him, and that forensics would show that he, in fact,
but you can't tell, you can't say who the shooter was.
He is seen fleeing the car. That is on video from where it parked in Midtown.
Why he do all that with no mask? It must have been some went down in that motherfucker.
He does have a juvenile record. He has a adjudication of delinquency for a robbery under 18 DL 03008. That adjudication of delinquency was on May 13th of 2019. I'm sorry, it was on October 10th, 2018, and the case was actually closed and transferred to a different county on May 13th of 2019. I don't know where it was transferred because when
this shit sound like I don't even want to watch this no more. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know all that about Baby Drill. I did hear that he was a, you know what I'm saying, a hot-head young nigga, but I ain't know all that I ain't Did that nigga end up getting locked up for this? And they say he killed MARLO? Good God almighty. God. Well, rest in peace to everybody lost their life on 4 them, but God